I think I'm going downstairs to get like a croissant. You know, like the sausage, cheese, and egg. If there is any, you want one?
No, I'm good. If I have anything, it'd be those wings again.
Man, like a fucking cook.
Spank you.
You do realize that there's not very much in there.
Okay. I will wait.
Well, I'm just saying there's not very much left in there.
Counting down to first pitch in Miami tonight. It's the Braves and Marlins. Next.
That's how much is in there.
Okay.
For how much did we pay? $10?
Yeah.
6?
Now from the sunshine state of Florida, we're under the lights at the beautiful new Marlins Park. Opening day behind us, it's game 2 of the regular season between the Braves and the Miami Marlins.
Hi, buddy.
Hi again, folks, here with another edition of Braves Baseball. Matt Vasgersian with you. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a moment to look at our 2 starters here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
Hiding. Don't know why.
All right, Steve will join us in a moment, but before he does, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Atlanta Braves. As skipper Freddie Gonzalez lines his guys up this way. They will match up against the Taiwanese-born left-hander Wei-Yin Chen. And in the field, the Marlins will align themselves like this.
I'm just guessing they're just using it. From the way they left it, there should be a fusion to it.
Into the batter's box, just about to get underway.
That's one of the best shows of the 90s.
You said so.
It was. Wasn't it? Yeah.
First pitch of the game is taken for ball 1. We get underway at 7-11 tonight. DK, you take a look at our homestanding 9 as they enter play here this evening. They didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, certainly no time to panic. We've got 161 more to go. Just need to put it behind you, come out, play your brand of baseball. I will say, though, one thing's for sure, you don't want to start things out going 2.
Right back up the middle here, and this is off the mound and into center field as the leadoff man reaches to start the ninth.
Yeah, nice job there. This one gets right up the middle to start the ball game. Always nice to put a guy in the stretch right from the very start.
Eric Ibar will stand in now and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out.
Is it so cute? Just snoring away.
Now the first pitch. Ball 1.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Yes.
The next pitch. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Ibar waits on the 1-1. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Stanton is there, 1 away.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is
is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean, smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Hit anybody? No, but there's a bunch.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. On a big swing there, and he really got into it high and deep to left center field. Long run, but he tracks this one down out there for the second out. Nice play.
Well, I gotta tell you, if I'm in that situation, if I'm around in first looking for 2, maybe 3, and when I look up, the ball's settling into the left fielder's glove, I'm not happy about it.
Stepping in now, A.J. Krasinski, as he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. And this is likely extra bases for Krasinski. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that.
Here's Nick Marcotte now, the right fielder. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Here's the 1-0. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that is going to be a base hit that chases home our first run as the Braves take a 1-0 lead.
That's a good approach right there with 2 away. He's just going to shorten up the stroke and take it right back up the middle. That'll be good enough to get the job done and pick up the 2-out RBI.
Into the box now, Hector Olivera. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
That's hard hit back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Good job here. Stays beside the ball well, doesn't roll over it, just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Into the box, Garcia. Shot back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for base hit. And that'll break their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
TJ?
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. He's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because he would have taken his head off.
Standing in now, Joesph in the air to center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Atlanta leads it 2-0. D. Gordon will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. TK is Braves as they take the field here tonight. They were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, most of the folks below us weren't all that happy, but that was a good way to get your season off on the right foot. 1-0 sounds a whole lot better than 0-1, but there's a long way to go, no question about it.
Now here's the pitch. This is offered at in the dirt for strike 3. Just needs to make that easy throw to first. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. Well, we know he's got that sinker because we saw it right there. As for the rest of his pitches, here's the scouting report as to what we can expect to see moving forward.
Yelich.
Christian Yelich will be the batter. Here's the first offering. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Now here's the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. The pitch. Swung on and taken the opposite way out toward deep left center. Olivero will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Giancarlo stands in, and he was among the many who failed to report a base hit in the loss yesterday.
Guys, kind of debating
First offering on the way.
protection or anything like
In
that.
there, strike 1, 0-1. Got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
And so would the guy on the mound.
Here it comes. Awfully close with a slider there, but it's 1-1. You'd have to say, so far, so good here for the rookie.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting ahead, he's mixing his pitches. You'd like to put up a 0 to get that first inning out of the way, and he's close to making that happen.
And this is low, ball 2, 2-1.
Yeah, tomorrow will be good this week.
Nobody's not worked.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fouled straight back. Here comes the 2-2. And a good fastball swung on just for strike 3, and the inning is over. Miami down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Nick Swisher leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Look at the doctor of second special runs. Yeah, I would look for something.
Now here's the first pitch. Swung on and hit deep to left center.
Get it all of it.
Has a chance, and it's gone. He liked the first pitch he saw and deposits it over the wall.
3-0. Holy cow.
So it's a solo home run by Nick Swisher as the Braves have opened up a 3-0 lead.
Want to taste?
No.
You want to taste? Okay, no.
You want to talk about instant offense? How about the first pitch of the inning? He's just hoping to get ahead here with a first pitch strike, but now all of a sudden, he's got a guy circling the bases.
Oh, good pitch there.
Here's Ender Inciarte.
Inciarte.
As he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first out.
Boy, that's the kind of play where you take your hat off and you wipe the sweat off your brow, even if it's cold outside. This guy's getting hammered right now. He better figure out something quick.
Eric Ibar will dig in with 1 in and 1 away.
Ibar.
Now the first pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. Throw gets him, 2 down.
That's a hit ball.
You can tell the third baseman's playing a little bit in front of the bag right here, trying to take away that bunt. Unfortunately, this ball almost takes his teeth out. The reactions had to be quick, and lucky for him, he still got them.
Okay, here we go.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field.
Did he get it?
See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Yeah.
A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman. And the Braves add on. It's 4-0.
That out there.
Sometimes these pitchers, they let their egos get the better of them. But here, instead of working the corners, maybe using something with a little more movement, gives them a straight challenge. Winds up costing them.
Stepping in now, A.J. Pierzynski. He'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And that is through into center field, a base hit.
So far, he's throwing a lot of fastballs here early in the count. And these guys have picked up on that, so they're just going up there looking for the hard stuff, and they've been all over him.
Here's Nick Marcotte now, the right fielder. And this is line right back up the middle. And Marcotte has got himself a base hit.
Well, these guys aren't wasting a whole lot of time up there. But they've taken an aggressive approach here early in the count. It's paid off for them through the first few innings.
Hector Oliveros will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. First pitch coming. Slider swung on and grounded towards short. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Braves 4 and the Marlins nothing.
4 base hits.
Marcell Ozuna will start things off in the bottom of the second. Now here's the first pitch. Foul back. Here's the pitch. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. And now pitch on the way. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
The 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, it's so easy to get caught reaching on that pitch. We've seen a few of his teammates do it already. That's a great job to recognize slider and play off. Well, after getting ahead here 0-2, he nibbles for a couple pitches and finally just says, all right, I'm through with this. So he goes back to the fastball, just blows it right by.
And now, Justin Moore. As he'll line this one foul to the right side out of play. It's strike 1. And the pitch. Ball 1. Now here's the pitch. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Now here it comes. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
To me, making that play was all about before the ball was pitched. He had a great pre-pitch stance. He was ready for the play. When the ball was hit to him, he was moving at the crack of the bat. That's nice.
You don't think so?
I just don't care.
You don't care?
Martin Frado's
Do whatever he's going to do.
as this ball's hit softly to the right side of the infield.
But at least can maybe guide
Throw to
him.
first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They trail here 4-0. Garcia will lead things off. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third. And the third inning begins with a changeup that misses. It's a ball and no strikes.
Now, after a rough couple of innings, you'd like to give your guy a chance to straighten himself out here, but I also think you got to keep your options open in case he just doesn't have it.
The 1-0 pitch.
What you doing?
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The pitch. Swing and a ball hit fairly well, heading high and deep toward right center.
Did it. It's back.
Get there and make the running catch as that ball hung up just a little bit too long. So with one gone in the inning, let's check out the Braves' upcoming schedule for the next 7 days, and we'll remind you that we'll have all of them here on the show.
And then the Marlins again.
Okay.
Jace Peterson dig in here. He flew out his first time around. First pitch coming. Fastball in there for a called strike.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
Now the pitch. Goes the other way as this is line to left. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out.
That's just some bad luck right there. With the outfield at their normal depth, this ball might have gotten down. And with them playing in, well, it's a completely different story.
Nick Swisher will see if he can do it again. He homered his first time around.
What are you doing, Poopa?
First pitch to him.
What are you doing?
Swing and a grounder fouled, and that almost took the first base coach along with it. Now here's the pitch. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. Over to his left. He's up with it. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Let's take a look at that play at first here in show motion. It's close to making a great save here. You can see him try to backhand it, but it doesn't quite want to stay in the glove. May have hit him more in the palm, and he can't prevent the throwing error.
Are you a monkey?
Here's Ender into the Arctic. And now a rocket into right field. Really squared that one up perfectly. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. That's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Eric Ibar will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. Here's the first pitch to him. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this is going to wind up as extra bases as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
That 2-out hit there makes that air loom extra large now. You got to make sure you get this next guy before this inning gets any further out of control.
Inside, boys.
Freddie Freeman will dig in. A home run his last time. side is retired. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate one. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Braves on top, 5-0. Ichiro Suzuki will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
And here's the first pitch. And there's a called strike now to the 41-year-old vet. It's 0-1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind the count and on their back foot.
And here's a pitch swung.
But you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
Here's the 1-2. And the sinking fastball. Called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Well, there's no question that the sinker away has always been this guy's bread and butter pitch. You can see where it is on show track, and you're just not going to get a better location than that pitch with 2 strikes.
Into the box, J.T. Realmuto. As we'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Mr. Talk did so good. That's rough.
Here's the pitch. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ballgame. Well hit high in the air and deep to center field. Inciarte is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
I thought for a second that this might make a dent in both the hit and the run column, but he didn't quite get all of it. It's probably the best swing, though, they've had so far.
Adeiny Echeverria will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First pitch coming. In there, 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Miami down in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. A.J. Pierzynski will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
A.J. Pierzynski.
There we go, Pierzynski.
First pitch on the way. First pitch of the inning here is wrapped right back from where it came, and that'll get into center field for a leadoff single.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Now the Miami man, and a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. David Phelps is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning.
You got a hand in the bullpen.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. There to handle it is Ozuna, and there's one away. Hector Oliveira will dig in. 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. Here's the first offering. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And that'll stay in the park as it's off the center field wall.
Well, I'll tell you what, at this place, it takes a strong man to hit one out in that area. That's normally Giancarlo Stanton territory. But he gives this one a heck of a ride, and he nearly winds up getting it out of here.
Garcia will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to hit this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
Now the first pitch, and looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. He's set, now the pitch. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. And that one's out of here. What another nickel in the merry-go-round. This one is getting ugly.
Ugly.
So a three-run shot to right center field as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
There you go.
Standing in now, Joesph Peterson. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
The 1-0. Here's a bouncing ball now up the middle, and it's going to sneak its way into center field for a 1-out base hit.
And there you go. Well, maybe not the finest hit he'll ever have, but at least he's got a bat average. Well, that's what counts in the long run.
Nick Swisher will stand in. He homered back in the second inning of this one. Now here's the first pitch. Hit hard to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. Ender Inciarte get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. First offering on the way. And looked like he jammed him that time a bit as it's hit in the air to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But the Braves do pick up 3 on the strength of this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Braves 8 and the Marlins nothing. D. Gordon will stand in to begin their half of the 4th with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
Yeah, still looking for their first base runner too. 9 up, 9 down.
Inciarte is in retreat as he pulls it in for the first out.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. The ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a 1-pitch out.
Christian Yelich will try it again. He flew out his first time. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. And now pitch on the way. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit. Giancarlo Stanton will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Swing and a hard hit grounder down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And the runner is in from second. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. Marcell Ozuna will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And this one's in the dirt. The throw will go to third. Now the tag is there, and they get him trying to advance to third. And that's some great hustle behind the plate. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
There you go, play.
The 1-1. And they'll try to go away with this one, but it misses as well, and it's to 2-1 now.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. 2-2 pitch pulled on the ground down to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Eric Ibar will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth. Now the first pitch. Now he reaches and hits this one hard the other way. But a foul ball here, 0-1. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Hit hard down the left field line. But this will be foul. Pitch on the way. Hard hit towards center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
It's just a fantastic catch out there by the outfielder. And the one guy that's more excited about it than the guy who caught the ball is the pitcher. He knows that that one could have been extra bases.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Into the box now, A.J. Pierzynski. He'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Justin Bohr stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. 1-1.
You might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
1-2.
Might have been anticipating the sinker there because he was well under that one.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Martin Prado will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And a slider tails outside for ball one.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Look into Pierzynski, the 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Boy, that's just pretty standard operating procedure right here. You get him leaning out over the plate on that slider running away, and then you bust him inside hard on that fastball on the inside corner.
Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
Ichiro Suzuki will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Now here's the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit for Ichiro.
They're able to keep the inning alive. Check out the numbers on his performance so far. That's just the third hit he's allowed to this point. He's been pretty much in control the whole way.
He's set, now the pitch. And there's ball one. He's ready, now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. One left for Miami. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Nick Markakis will step in to get things started for the Braves in their half of the sixth. Now here's the first pitch. That's into the gap on the first pitch, and it looks like he may wind up with extra bases. And he is in the second with a double, his third hit of the night.
Well, he's right on the fastball here. You get a look, he hits that bat and out front, just rips his ball into the alley and right. Gets the inning started with a nice...
Stepping in now, Hector Oliveros, as he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out to right field.
Stanton, that's a two-seam fastball working its way back inside, and he's probably fortunate he didn't break his bat. He winds up getting this one right down there on the label, and he's retired.
Garcia will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
First pitch coming. And that misses ball one. The 1-0. Now a check swing. Home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. Ready now on 1-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Bourne is over now. He's got it for out number 2. Jace Peterson will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. First pitch to him. Now this pitch is lined into left center field. That's a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
This is a nice play out there in left center. I figured once this ball got down, they try and wave that runner around third, but he gets it in quickly out there, and they force that third base coach to throw up the stop sign.
Nick Swisher will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch coming. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. Ozuna is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Adeiny Echeverria will come in now to begin their half of the sixth, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
Here it comes. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1. Now the pitch. Fastball, close, but he didn't get it, 2-1. 2-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here now the 2-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's the 2-2 offering. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. Garcia is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
D. Gordon will stand in now. He struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Since we have a bit of a blowout on our hands, Steve, your thoughts on the home run sculpture out there in left center field?
Colorful?
1 run on 3 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. And this winds up inside for a ball, 2-0 now. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. When that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
There's no way early on that one.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to count.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And he's saying, give me a break. And that pitch is right there. And I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Christian Yelich will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one, 0-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Now another 0-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
You know, as a hitter, with a runner at first and 1 out, I think I'm going to see something down in the zone because I know they want me to hit into a double play. Instead, they go ahead, they challenge him up, and I don't think he was expecting that.
Giancarlo Stanton is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. 1-2. And this is fouled straight back. Here's another 1-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Marlins lead 1. It's still an 8-1 ball game.
Yeah, this 6. Holy crap.
Welcome back to South Florida. 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one, but before we get it started, let's take a look there at the game summary to this point. Mike Dunn will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Ender Inciarte will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now a ball lined towards center field. Base hit.
And you know the hitting coach right now is sitting in that dugout pumping his fist because that's what he's preaching all day, every day. Hit the ball up the middle, hit it hard.
Here's Eric Ibarn now. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. On to first, the double play. Freddie Freeman will stand in. He homered back in the 2nd inning of this one. Here's the first offering. Here's a bouncing ball now back up the middle, and for the 3rd time tonight, he's got himself a base hit.
Here's a case of the mound where he's trying to sneak a first pitch fastball by him, but he was having none of that at the plate. He just sends it right back where it came from.
Who's got the box?
How about that?
In now, A.J. Pierzynski, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Comes set, now the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. And Ozuna will make the catch to retire the side. Braves strand one, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Marcell Ozuna will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run, that's it.
And this isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game, your guys are losing. It wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or two. Instead, he chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
Opposite field to the left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
You know, this is an easy ball to misjudge, especially off the left-hander's bat because of the spin. But he stays right with this play, and he makes it look pretty routine.
Martin Prado will stand in again. A couple of ground outs for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there. And all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. The 0-2 once more. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. Ready with another 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Nick Markakis will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. And here's the first pitch. Driven the other way out to deep left field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Hector Oliveros will try again. 2 for 4 in the ball game.
But yet you sat on the other couch.
That would be nice.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swinging a liner back through the box. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Watching. Holy cow, cool people. How you guys doing today?
Boy, these fans will be happy to see this guy leave town. That's for sure. He is absolutely eating them up here in this series. He delivers again.
Garcia will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ball game to this point.
There we go. In the standings.
First pitch on the way. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by.
First and second.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Standing in now, Jace Peterson, swinging a hard liner to center field. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. And the runner will score from second.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, the execution, just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute...
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Now the throw comes in to hold that second runner at third, so they're at the corners now with still only one away. Ender Inciarte will dig in. He singled his last time around. First pitch coming. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy and leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
It's a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
Tack on another run there. They put up 11 now in the ball game, and this offense is definitely running on all cylinders.
Eric Ibar will stand in, just 1 for 5 in this one. Here's the first offering. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. Release point, mechanics, just about everything looks out of whack right now.
And these are the guys that really scare you. The guys that have absolutely no clue where the ball's going. Time to close up that stance just a little bit, I think.
Stanton is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. Freddie Freeman will stand in, the 8th batter in the inning, as he'll get a shot with 2 on and 2 out. Now the first pitch, and now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
I'll say this, he wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. And he gets under this one, and in fact breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here comes a 1-2. Fouled back. 3 runs already home here. Big pitch here, 1-2. And he strikes him out here after he's able to stop the bleeding a bit at the side of the tire. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Braves lead this one 11-1. Ichiro Suzuki will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there. And he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
You know, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on. And that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. JT Realmuto will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Now a swing and a ground ball. This is foul for the first strike. 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error so far for the Marlins. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Adeiny Echeverria will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the bat.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. And somewhat apropos for a game here in Florida, we'll have a quick stoppage as they attend to a beach ball that's made its way onto the field. Look into Pierzynski, the 1-1. And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Miami down in order. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Brian Morris will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. A.J. Pierzynski will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Tyler Flowers will try to get his club a little ninth inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here.
48 minutes, 46 seconds to orbit the sun, causing the calendar year to become more and more out of sync with the solar year over time.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for the ball strike.
2016 would actually be July 2017.
Now the pitch. Had him reaching its thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
And that slider's going to make some guys look bad. When he's throwing it good, it's a really tough pitch to get a handle on.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. Nick Marcotte will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Emilio Bonifacio will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Swing and a miss on the pitch in the third.
Yeah, he really pulled off that one. I mean, that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
And now the bat explodes as this has popped up.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
And the pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
And he is going to reach. It's a base hit.
Even though it comes on a 1-2 count, that's the first pitch of the at-bat that was in the strike zone. So he finally got a pitch he could do something with, and he made it pay off.
Call's gone out for a pinch hitter as the left-handed speedster Michael Bourne has grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle now. Now the 0-1 is lifted in the air out to left field. Under it is Yelich, and there are two away now.
The batter, number 24.
Garcia will dig in. He homered back in the fourth. Gordon Beckham will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with two gone and a runner at first. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Here's a 1-0. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit. Jace Peterson will dig in. He doubled home a run last time around. Kelly Johnson will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with two on and two out here. Now here's the ball hit hard on the ground short. And the two-out count will not come to pass as the inning is over. Two left for Atlanta, but they're on autopilot 11-1. Tyler Flowers will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Emilio Bonifacio will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Michael Bourne will stay in the ball game now and take over in left field. Gordon Beckham is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third now. Kelly Johnson will stay in the ball game now as he comes on to play second here. D. Gordon will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now, but hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average. So you can't go up there and just mail it in. You got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Now a ball hit back up the middle to his left. He's got it. Ibar throws to first to take care of him for the first out.
I want you to watch this play here at short. Look at how he picks this ball up. He knows he doesn't have a second to lose, so he makes a quick transition into a throwing motion, gets rid of it quickly, and throws this man out at first. That play is well done.
In is Christian Yelich. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Here's the pitch. And he takes ball two, and it's 2-1. Bases are empty, one man out.
Are you?
Yes.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And, oh, he can't rein it in. Here he comes on 2-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Beckham is there, and quickly two are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home nine. Giancarlo Stanton will try again. He struck out swinging his last time through. First offering on the way. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The pitch. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, this is one that wasn't exactly keeping you on the edge of your seat, but if you're a fan of offense, then you had to enjoy it, and they get the victory here by a double-digit margin.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory.
Welcome, baseball fans, to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Looking first at the NL East, the Braves paid visit to Little Havana to take on the Fish at Marlins Park. Atlanta was the winner, 11-1. The Braves. The opposition in check, allowing only one.